Hi, and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy night to join me. I really do appreciate it. So, here I am, full beard and everything. So, I'm hearing that I look like I don't know, 55, 60, you feel me? And just to be completely honest, I'm absolutely fine with that. Who can't wait to save a few dollars? Have you guys seen the economy? You feel me? I'm trying to get them senior discounts all day. All right. So yeah, tonight I actually want to talk about, you know, do men do the dishes? All right. And so immediately, let's just start by like asking ourselves, if you're a man, do you wash the dishes? Or have you ever washed the dishes? Moreover, and it's just the willingness to wash the dishes, and moreover, for example, in my household, I just absolutely, just hate it when other people do the dishes, and so there's circumstances for everyone, right? Including this weirdo here. I'm just saying that, like, I also, quick sidebar, was a master steward. One of my favorite jobs of all time was being a master steward. And you want to know why? It was because I was the only person that I could trust to make sure that the silverware you ate from at your resort was in the kind of condition that it needs to be in. Obviously, pristine condition, polished, no scuff marks, and definitely not any food left in between, the little bits of the fork there. What do you call those bits of the fork? Like fork, little forksers? I'm not quite sure, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I love washing dishes, alright? It's just one of my things. Jackie Chan has joined us for the broadcast. Awesome kitty. You guys have seen him, maybe he'll pop in, maybe he won't. We just never know with Jackie Chan. We do know that he is one of the most, if not the most awesome little dude kitty, you feel me? And I say that because we also have a little girl kitty, and her name is Aja. And so, between the two, they are in fact, in tandem, the best cats ever. As Jackie Chan does an amazing jump onto the boxes. Just, cats are incredible. Wouldn't you want to be a cat? That's all I'm saying. They jump like 80 times their height. Yeah, I'm trying to be a cat, you feel me? I'm very jealous. But, anyways, like, all I'm saying is that, like, okay, has your dad ever done the dishes? All right, let's ask you that much. Has your father ever done the dishes? And if he has, is he a proud guy to do it, or is it something that's been, passed on over in the allocation way to the female or to the kids or whatever? I know that growing up, not a single person in my household touched the dishes except for my mother, who, again, so, like, if you had to ask yourselves the question, or, not if, like, my dad ever washed the dishes, I mean, does hell freeze over? I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe it does. Maybe he has done dishes. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying that, like, this country, a lot of things are still like old school, right? And a lot of guys, for whatever reason, right, just being guys. I'm a single guy, no one's ever wanted to marry this guy. No, I'm just saying that, like, you feel me, it's all good, but a real man does dishes. That's all that I'm saying, without hesitation or without complaint, you feel me? And I know of this again because I myself am speaking from experience. For like the whole summer, because I had this job, I like basically neglected the entire kitchen. It was terrible. It was like borderline manic. I mean, seriously, I hadn't done the dishes in like 3 months or something, but it was like done. It just wasn't all the way done, It's like any other stupid man. It was just like a quarter of the way done. Only the dishes we needed were being used, were being washed, you feel me? And then we ran out of some soap, it's just a guy's world here. So all I'm saying is that, like, I'm speaking from experience, and that I myself had to man up recently, as of this morning, maybe yesterday, and finally finish the dishes. So I want to thank my former workplace, for providing me with such a lovely place to work, with such lovely, amicable, patrons, or I'm sorry, members, all that have subsequently led to a mess in my personal life. You know, and I'm gonna blame that absolutely, because that was a long time. It was this past summer. We haven't even got into that yet. We've been already back on for like 2 weeks. I haven't been, you know, as good as I normally am doing it every night, but we're putting up some content. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I'm dressing up for these things. I'm showing up most of the time. And that's all that, you know, that's all I really can do. And so that I just want to let you guys know, you know, and let's say that you're a lady, you're watching this. You feel me? You know, look over at your man. Like, ask him to do the dishes. You feel me? I mean, what's his response gonna be? Like, nah, babe, I'll bring home the bacon. Like, what's he gonna say? I'm tired, baby. Like, you feel me? Do the dishes. You know how to eat food, do the dishes. And let's see what kind of a man, you know, that you got in your corner there. Let's see if they'll happily do the dishes. Moreover, let's see if they'll just happily do the dishes not one time, but forevermore, without a thank you, without anything more than just, hey, you know, that's what he's doing. He's doing the dishes. Just because, again, it's a thankless thing. And I think that it's weird that I do everything in my own life that I have never seen my dad do, still don't know him to do, or was never taught how to do. You feel me? Again, no hate. Like, I'm just saying. I can't learn everything by myself. Trust me, I've tried. So, anyways, real men do dishes. And again, I ask yourselves, ladies at home, look at your man, ask him to do the dishes. What kind of a response do you get? And again, moreover, you know, is it cool just to like pass off the duties and just like take on over that position? I think it'd be all right. Moreover, if you've never had a job working as a dishwasher, then I highly recommend you go to your local restaurant and you sign up tomorrow. There is so much to learn in the back of a kitchen washing people's dishes, all right? I have met some of the coolest people in my entire life washing dishes, all right? Seriously, to this day, I can basically walk into any kitchen, right, into Phoenix, into the valley there, and like, because of my experience as a dishwasher, it's really likely that the workers are going to know me, that the chefs are going to know me, you feel me? Like, I like washing dishes. And moreover, if it's something you've never considered doing, I never once in a million years thought I would say that I like to wash dishes, not just at home, but as a job. I mean, holy macaroni. You know, lo and behold, both ironic and unironically, probably in today's job market, washing dishes is one of the safest jobs that you can have. I'm just saying, right? If we're picking from where, you know, it's not typically picked from, and like looking at the lower wage jobs just because, well, there's no such thing as a good paying job anymore. At least not, you know, if you're disenfranchised, marginalized in any kind of a way, uneducated, don't have a college degree, or you're just not rich already. You feel me? It's kind of like a nepo capitalistic world right now, and I hope that it's not always like that. So, you know, vote for me. I'm just saying that there's a lot of stuff to get done and there's a lot of stuff to talk about, but I definitely know that washing dishes at your local restaurant is going to teach you things that you did not know you needed to learn. Some basic manners, you know, like how to treat like the plates, the dishes, the plates, you know what I mean? I mean, because it all matters. It really does. I think the heartbeat of any kitchen comes from the dish pit, you know? And if you're having a hard time getting your service right, and it's taking a long time for food and the restaurant's real busy, the first place that you can look is that dish pit. And if that dish pit is functional, and if it's absolutely where it needs to be, then you're going to be in a pretty good spot and you're going to be able to fulfill service, right? But the moment that the lowest paying employee calls in and there's no dishwasher is literally the moment the bottom line suffers. And so I always thought that was weird, right? Is that how much the dishwasher matters on a Friday night at a busy restaurant, because again, without that dishwasher, service is literally impossible, okay? You can't cook food without pans, and you can't serve food that can't be cooked without pans on things that are invisible plates. You know what I'm saying? So it literally starts there in the dish pit, and it goes from there, and however the dish pit is, that's how service is going to be. Again, you guys, you've worked in a restaurant before, dish pits pumping, packing, you may not notice. That's good. They're doing their jobs. But without them doing their jobs, trust me, about 5 or 6 grown adult servers are going to be back there asking like where the food is, and the cooks are going to be asking where the plates are, and nobody's going to be happy. So trust me, I've been on the back end of that too, and I wouldn't be sitting here telling you what not to do if I didn't already do it myself. All right, so that's all that I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna get out of character here. Hey, listen guys, I really appreciate all of you watching my show. I really do. It takes a lot of energy, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It's easy, right? It's easy stuff. All I do is talk. You know, I'm sitting right now in front of my phone talking, all while I just wrapped up a 12-hour workday. You feel me? It took me an hour or two to get home, and I'm trying to eat dinner. I'm trying to be cordial and amicable and still somewhat on a good energy level to the people around me in my house, you know what I mean? It's been a pretty busy day, but I literally look forward to doing this. I can't tell y'all enough how much I absolutely love you guys. All right, and don't get all creepy, don't get all weird. I don't love you like that, you feel me? Holy macaroni, I'm just saying that it's all love, and I really appreciate y'all. Okay, you're giving me an opportunity to be in your life. You're giving me an opportunity in the future to vote for me, right? Because you know, everyone knows already, and if you didn't, then now you do. You know, vote for me. Vote for Albert, you feel me? That is not a caricature. That is not an endorsement of anyone other than myself and my future endeavors as a politician. So that's all that I'm saying, right? We all got to start somewhere. I really do just, again, cannot give thanks enough. I'm going to try to do my best to continue the kind of energy and the kind of, you know, daily vlogs that I bring you. Just know that it isn't easy, and that, you know, I got a home life to worry about too. And that I just, you know, I don't want to be loud or anything like that, but, you know, I might be posting videos a little bit early this week because I do have a little bit of an opportunity to make some more cash this week, which I'm all for. And again, I couldn't be more of a grateful guy, you know, in like the way that I'm able to freely exercise my independence, you know, and my freedom in a way that allows me to do what I love to do, all while getting paid for it, right? Because ultimately, that's the goal in life, right? Is to find out what it is you're not good at and don't do those things, says the Dos Equis beer guy. But I'm just saying, but it's to find out, you know, what it is that you actually do, opposite of that, where you actually do like love something and you have a passion for it, and you would do anything that you had to do to make sure that, you know, you were in a place of which allowed you to have that opportunity, so that you could just, you know, have more opportunities in the future and, Jesus Christ, live a better life, you know? Help people, things like that. So I really, again, just a million times thank you. I know that I haven't been in good frame this video, but Jackie Chan is here, and he's here to greet me. So I'm going to get to my personal life, okay? I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. There's, again, so much more to talk about. We could talk here. I could talk to you and to y'all for days. We know this, you feel me? So, like, again, I encourage you guys, if you're not already, to become a subscriber, and that's all that I got for you right now. But I'll definitely see you again. I am thinking, you know, sooner than later, because I don't really want to wait another 24 hours before I post a video. But then, like, I also gotta eat and sleep and go to work in the morning and stuff, you know, so it's just these time constraints, right? But again, I thank you guys, and I hope that y'all have a really good night, okay? Have a good night. Bye. Thanks for watching my show.